guys, Thogden here, welcome back to a brand new video. Now today, we're moving on to game week 32 in the Premier League, bringing you our predictions. Thogdad, what were the scores from last week?
Thogdad got 7,
okay.
Thogden got 7, which are not bad scores.
Yeah.
Tom came out with 11.
Oh my god. You're getting caught up. I'm falling behind. This is ridiculous. Thogdad, what's the like target today?
Oh, let's go for 5,000.
I'm sure we can absolutely smash that.
And the first game is Aston Villa against Wolves, 19 against 6.
Okay.
Now, Villa got a good point last week, and a win here could change things completely, couldn't it?
It could. Then you got Wolverhampton Wanderers, who simply haven't lost a game and are on top form. I think they've won both the games they've played, and you just can't fault them so far. So I'm going to go for another Wolves win, simply because I think they're the better team. And they're going for Europe as well, and they've got to withstand that little 5th place, which they're in a battle for against United. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 prediction here. Low scoring, but a big 3 points for Wolves.
Yeah, and this should be a cracking Midlands derby.
Yeah.
I think it'll be relatively close, but I'm going for Villa 0, Wolves 1.
Oh, so we're going for the same one?
Yes.
Interesting. Our special guest today is Niall Moran. His link to his YouTube channel is in the description. What is your score prediction?
I think it's going to be 2-1 to Wolves. Jimenez has been on fire recently.
The second game is Watford versus Southampton, 16th against 14th.
Okay.
And my goodness, Watford will fancy a win here, won't they, Theo?
Of course they will. Southampton just lost to Arsenal. People didn't actually expect that. They're in a relegation scrap. Any points would be big, and I think they'll get 1 point today. I'm going to go for a 1-1 prediction here today. I think they'll stay up.
Yeah, now Watford won't have enjoyed losing to Burnley.
No.
That was a very winnable game. But I agree with you, Theo. This is a 1-1 draw. Over to the Moranmeister.
I'm saying 1-0 to Southampton. They've just been on form. I'm going purely off form on this one.
And now this is the definition of a middle-of-the-table clash. It is Crystal Palace in 10th against Burnley in 11th.
Okay.
Both on 42 points.
Yeah. So like you said about these two teams, Dad, both mid-table, and they both followed a similar trend actually since lockdown. So Burnley beat Watford, but then got spanked by City. And then Palace beat Bournemouth, and they got spanked by Liverpool. So they both won one and lost one. And I think that's part of the reason they are mid-table. They know how to get wins when it matters. I'm going to say 1-0 Crystal Palace. Could go either way.
I think Crystal Palace are a good team. I think they'll grind out a really narrow win. 1-0.
So we agree again.
We agree
I can't believe it. Right, that's our predictions. What's yours now?
So not including Liverpool, Palace have been in good form. So 1-0 to Palace.
Now we've got a couple of form teams. Brighton in 15th against Man United in
This is going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game. Brighton, 4 points from 2 games since lockdown.
And they've had to play Leicester and Arsenal.
I know.
And they've picked up 4 points. That's class.
Yeah, but if I'm a Brighton fan or player, I'm saying to myself, we're not safe yet.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people expect Man United to walk away with this. Would you agree with that, Theo?
Yeah, I think their time will not be for Brighton. They've picked up good points. They're surviving. You can't really fault United recently. Bruno and Pogba, when they're both playing, the chances are simply going to be created. Martial actually bagged a hat-trick for the first time at United since Van Persie. It's mad they haven't had a hat-trick since then. It just shows you that when they play their full-strength team, they're actually a force to be reckoned with. I think Brighton will lose this 2-0 to United, and it's simply because they're just too good.
Absolutely. Man United over the last 6 games are top of the form table with 14 points. I think United's class will show at the end.
Definitely.
Brighton 0, Man United 2.
Again. We agree again. I can't believe it.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Niall?
If the refs aren't cheating again for Brighton, then I'm going to say that United will win 3-1.
Now moving on to Arsenal in 9th against Norwich in 20th.
Yeah.
Now, people are joking about Arsenal, but if you go back 6 games, they've actually won 4 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, form isn't bad.
The real joke is about Norwich. They can't win. They just can't win. They played Everton. And I think they just lost 1-0, and they've lost 3 games now since returning to the Premier League. They could have had a chance at the beginning to survive. Now they've got no chance. They're down now. Norwich are relegated. The thing is about Arsenal, they just got a good win versus Southampton. If they go on a really good run of games, you know, I can't see Arsenal being faulted, and I think there'll be another win here. I'm going to say Arsenal 3, Norwich 0. It's going to be a big result. I'm going to say Pepe with 1, Aubameyang with 1, and even Nketiah with another.
Aubameyang loves this fixture,
and
if he gets an early one, he could get 2 or 3 goals. Norwich in stinking form, 5 wins all season. I can't see them making up that 6-point gap. So I'm going with Arsenal 2, Norwich 0, but I think it could actually be a lot more. What do you reckon, Niall?
You know, if we were playing away, I'd say we'd lose this game, but we're not. We're at home, first home game back in a while, It's going to be 3-0 to Arsenal.
The next game is Bournemouth in 18th against Newcastle in 13th.
Ooh, okay.
Now, Bournemouth are bottom of the form table.
Yeah, they're not doing well.
1 point in 6 games. It's looking pretty bad, but they must fancy this there.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bournemouth have been in absolutely rubbish form, but if they really do want to survive and want to get out, stay in this division, this is the game to do it in. This is the game to sneak a 1-0, get a big result, push them out the relegation spot. Will it happen? Simply no, because look at their recent form. What do I base it off? The manager's falling out with their players like Ryan Fraser, and they're just not picking up results. Newcastle actually look okay, and although they've got nothing to fight for now, I think they'll come away with 3 points here. I think it'll be 1-0 to Newcastle.
Yes, a rejuvenated Newcastle. I don't think it'll be a high score. I don't think it'll be a classic 1-0.
What are you going for today, Niall?
It's going to be 1-0 to Newcastle.
Now, next we have Everton against Leicester, 12th against 3rd. And what's happening with Leicester? 1 win in 6 games.
Can't seem to really score. Vardy's not on great form yet. So, yeah, the same with Everton, though. They haven't really kicked off either. I mean, okay, they have drawn 1 and 1-1. That sounds okay, but their win was against Norwich. And Norwich are effing useless, okay? They scored a header with Michael Keane and 1-1-0. I'm going to go with another draw here. I'm going to say Everton 1, Leicester 1. What about you?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't criticise Everton too much for only beating Norwich 1-0.
Yeah.
A win away from home, a clean sheet, that's always good, I'm sure.
But I think Bolton, with their under-17 youth team, could probably beat Norwich right now.
Everton will be chasing Europe. Let's not forget that a win here would put them in the top half. They do have something to play for. And I'm afraid I'm just going to have to agree again. 1-1.
Wow.
You've heard us, Niall. What do you think, mate?
Leicester are going to win 2-0.
And now we have another London derby. West Ham in 17th against Chelsea in 4th.
Okay.
Chelsea rejuvenated, aren't they? 1 point behind Leicester.
I think we just got to give some respect to Liverpool here, because Chelsea last game won Liverpool the title. What a job Frank Lampard's done. The sort of thing he's done for Chelsea with the sort of players he's had, it's an incredible story. He's bagging them Champions League football. And next year, with a few more signings, they could go for the Prem. Beating City 2-1 at Stamford Bridge. What a result. Amazing, wasn't it, Dad?
Brilliant. Chelsea 4 wins out of 5, and the football they're playing is just great to watch.
Oh, it is great to watch. Pulisic scored an absolute banging goal, and the fullbacks Azpilicueta and Marcos Alonso actually kept Mahrez and Sterling pretty quiet, and that is very impressive, considering both of them are probably not going to be playing or starting for Chelsea next season, with Reece James and probably Ben Chilwell coming in. So it's just madness at Chelsea right now. And I think Chelsea will get another win here, because West Ham, they just don't look good, do they? No. They've lost 2 out of 2 to Tottenham and to Wolves, and I simply cannot go out my way to say that they're going to get a result here. So I won't. I'm going to say West Ham 0, Chelsea 2.
Yeah, West Ham 17th. They're out of the drop zone on goal difference. Not good enough, lads.
Yeah.
Watching them in recent weeks, I don't know where the win's coming from.
Yeah, no idea.
West Ham 1, Chelsea 2.
No, mate, it's your turn.
Chelsea are going to win 3-1. I hate that chant, it's so bad.
Next, we have 2 teams kind of going in different directions. Sheffield United against Tottenham Hotspur, 8th against 7th.
Yeah. They were sort of fighting it out in the Premier League table for like a European spot, but now it's just, since lockdown, one team's changed and the other's gone the other way.
I know.
Sheffield United are now below Tottenham in the table. I thought I wouldn't be saying that this season after looking at the team, but before, look, Corona, you know what I mean? Because of the form and because of the way things are going, I'm going to go ahead and predict the Blades to lose 2-0 to Tottenham.
Yeah.
Because I can't see the way, they've just lost 2-3-0s to Newcastle, which is a big shock, and United expected, but they just don't look good defensively. They've got a few injuries. They don't have Dean Henderson in goal. They missed their momentum.
Spurs, what worries me, Harry Kane's got that goal, and didn't he take it well there?
He did take it well. It's good to see him back. He's got such a good goal-scoring record.
Sheffield United 0. Spurs 2 again.
Oh my God, we agree.
We're agreeing.
I can't believe this. Niall, let's hear your predictions, son.
Sheffield United at home are really good, so 1-1.
But we're going on to the final game, which is an absolutely mental game, isn't it, Thogden? The one we've all been waiting for. What is it?
Manchester City against Liverpool, 2nd against 1st. And the 2 teams who've scored 147 goals between them in 31 games.
I hope City get their hands ready, because they're going to be clapping on all the Liverpool players, staff, everyone. There's going to be the Guard of Honour, guys. Liverpool have won the Premier League now. We're going to see Sterling clapping on Joe Gomez. And if you know about the England beef, you'll know about that. But I think on the pitch, I think we're going to see something else. I think we're going to see a City win. And it's mainly because Liverpool have been on the piss the last few days. Like, they've just won the league, it's fair enough. Like, they're absolutely enjoying themselves. And you know what? This game doesn't even matter in the bigger scale of things. But I do think City will win this 2-1.
Well done to Liverpool, to all the players, all the staff, and all the fans.
Yeah, well done.
You deserve it. It's as simple as
You've been the best team in the league, so simply you deserve it.
Now, this game will be interesting, because I think both teams will really fancy this.
Yeah.
Although in some ways it doesn't matter, in other ways, in terms of pride, it really does. Liverpool's defensive record, apart from that game at Watford, is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
21 goals conceded all
They would have gone unbeaten if they didn't lose that Watford game.
I know.
Mental.
So I'm going for sort of a low-scoring draw here. I'm going Man City 1, Liverpool 1. Go on, Niall, what do you reckon?
A bit like Thogden on a Saturday night, the Liverpool players have probably been drinking, celebrating their Premier League title wins. So I'm going to say that this game is going to be 3-1 to Man City. I think they're just going to try and get revenge.
Right, guys, that is all our predictions, and now it is time to hear what you guys say in the comment section down below. I'm going to be looking and responding to a bunch of comments, so leave your predictions, eh?
That is a very, very good idea, Theo.
And remember the like target, which is
5,000.
And if we could hit that, I mean, we always do on these because the TDL is so massive. And help us get to the big 300k subs, because that would be epic. Guys, it's great to have football back, isn't it? Every day, you just can't fault it. Live stream, coming later for the FA Cup game with United.
See ya.
See you guys.